G'day guys, quick tip time again. Today I'm going to be introducing you again to Blackboard Learn, but actually inviting you now to play, because through the efforts of Paul Williams and others, we now have an environment where we can actually log in and begin to test the new functions that Blackboard Learn has to offer us. So I'm going to jump straight to my browser. Now I'll provide you with a link, and when you click on that link you'll arrive to a login screen like this, and you simply use your standard Sims login to access the system. So here I am, and I'm in Blackboard Learn. One of the first things to note is that the introductory screen, which is called My Units, has a number of these little panels here. And one of the nice new features of Blackboard Learn is if I don't like them in the order that they're presented here, I can simply drag them and rearrange them. So I can very quickly customize the appearance of Blackboard Learn to my own liking. You'll have a units of study list on screen. I've got quite a few units, but most importantly note that when you log in you should at least see a number of blank courses in your list, and they're there for you to play and to have an opportunity to explore the functions of the new Blackboard environment. So I'm going to click into one of those now. Okay, so now I'm in a subject in Blackboard. The first screen that we're seeing here is kind of like an information screen. It's sort of optional, you can choose to have it or not, but it can be quite useful to students because it gives now a summary of activity within this specific subject. Now, because it's blank, there's not much going on, but in a moment I'm going to show you some ways to put some interesting materials into it. But again, like we saw on the home page, we can rearrange the presentation of information on this screen simply by dragging and dropping, which is rather nice. Now what I'd like to explore first of all is to put some content up. So I'm attracted to the content link on the left hand side. And I happen to be on this edit mode on. Now that's equivalent, I guess, to the build tab in WebCT. And what I'm going to do is to show you how easy it is to assemble content within Blackboard Learn itself. So you don't even necessarily need to go out to another application to do this. So from the Build Content button, I'm going to choose Item. And items, I guess, like a page of information. So I can put a title in, of course, introduction to whatever it might be, introduction to belly buttons, that'll be a good choice. I can put some text here. And just for now, I'm not really worrying about what I'm putting in, but know that you can put text in as you would normally expect and to be able to format that up, bullet points, etc. But here's some really exciting stuff. It has this very, very useful feature called a mashup, and this little button here, if I click on it, allows me to put in, for instance, a YouTube video. So whilst I'm developing my content, I can go off, I can search YouTube and find things about belly buttons. I hope I find nothing too objectionable. Let's see. Alright, there we go. Here's a video that I want to include. So I'm going to select that. And what happens is it provides me with some additional information which I can change if I want, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to hit the submit button at this point. And it's placed that video into my content. So with hardly any effort at all, I can format up a document and enrich it with other content from third-party sources. It's really, really powerful. Okay, I'm going to go to the bottom of the screen and just to submit that, which is like save, just so that I can show you what this might look like to students. So to do that, I'm going to go to edit mode off. This is how our students see the content. They get the content that I've put together. They've got a link here they can click. And now that YouTube video is playing for them. But you might also notice that we've not actually left Blackboard at all at this point. We're still within the environment, and I can simply close that down and I'm back to my content without getting thoroughly lost. So there's lots to play with in Blackboard Learn. Perhaps the first thing to do is to go in there and explore, and then of course feel free to come back to me with any questions that you have. Thank you.